Hi, good evening. My name is Antonio Sanin, and I will discuss today a series of topics in computer programming. Number one, from problem solving through flowcharts. So, problem solving is defined as the systematic approach in searching for a solution or a set of solutions to a specific problem. Flowchart is a visual aid showing a sequence of action or operation involved in computer programming. Flowcharts use a defined set of symbols to represent a specific action performed. So as you can see, this is the sample of flowchart. We have a terminator, then which is start, then the processing, this the process, then here is the decision making, then this is the output and the end. So basically, flowchart is as visual aid of our program. So as we can see, we have a plan for our program. So later, it's easiest to transform it to the codes. We have a plan. It is the same in in other, like for example in engineering. If you're making a plan or blueprint, you have to make a sketch first. So sketch and flowchart uh, is almost the same. This is the plan. So the next one is handling primitive data types. In C++, we use different types of data types. One is integer, floating points, booleans, and characters. Integers are values that are numerical in nature. They do not have decimal points. So integers is refers to the whole numbers. So we don't use decimal points here. So we have different kinds of integer, regular, short, and long. If we are using short number, we have, for example, we can use short integers. Then long integers, we can use it for the huge amount of numbers. The next one is floating points or values that are numerical in nature. They also spark decimal precision. So if we are going to use precise numbers, for example, like this one, float, we can use float if we have decimal points about 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 digits. We can use the float. Then, if you like, if you want more precise, we can use double. Booleans. Booleans values or values classifiable to either a true or false. So these are numerical in nature because C++ store as 0 or 1 internally. So basically, it is yes or no or true or false. We usually use this in decision making. For example, uh, greater than 5 or so if that is true, we will proceed to the other to the next program. If false, so we have many different options. Characters. Characters are the only primitive data type that is textual in nature. Regular characters can only represent one character per variable. String is declared as an array of characters. For example, if we will need to allocate 50 empty characters to contain a string, We will declare it using rx. Then this is the array. We can store in this character with 50 letters. So that's called array. What about ifs? So in C++, we use two kinds of conditional statements. So if else and switch statements. Conditionals are the means to set a different set of statement based on condition. If statement. If statement are used when we have an undefined conditional expressions, may it be single expression or multiple expressions. So this is the sample of if statement program. As you can see in my example, this is the sample of if statements. So we have a global declaration here. Global a is equals to 1. Then this is our function. We declare int local a is equals to 2. Then we use if statement condition. So int local b is equals to 3. If int local b is equals to 3, then the value of local a will be 20. So when it is true, the value is 20. When it's false, so the value of local a is 2. So this is the else statement. So we have a function here, the same with our example in our previous presentation, slides I mean. We have int local a is equals to 2. So if int local b is equals to 3, then local a will be equals to 20. Or else, if this one is false, local b is equals to 4. Then the next one is switch statements. So basically this is more easier for me, but it's depend in the to the developer which he prepare to use. Mostly they have a combination of this one. Switch statements is a conditional that compares one specific variable against a set of different constants or values. A switch statement is started with a switch, then variable name, then brackets, syntax, and ended with a closing bracket. In between are the possible values for the variable name, preceded with a case statement and ended by a colon. So this is the example of switch statement. We have our main function here. Int a is equals to 123, int b is equals to 1. So this is the switch cases. Case 1, if int b is equals to 1, so a is equals to 123 times 1. So when int b is equals to 2, a is equals to 123 times 2. So this is the break. We have a break here followed by semicolon. Means that they terminated this 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 case one. We will end this by using a break. So case 3, we skip here and we proceed to case 4. So the default, if the user is input without this option. So it will go here and default A is equals to 123 times 10. See out A, then this is the integer. So that's the sample. In some cases, they have a combination of if and else statement and switch. So it's more easy for the developer to use different conditionals. So here we have if statements. If b is less than 3 and b is greater than 0, so we go to switch. The value of a is 321. So case 1, a is equals to a times 2. Then case 2 is 323 times 3. So if the user's input is without in this function, so less than 3 and greater than 0, so 1 and 2. If the user input 5, the program will skip this one, then we'll go to here. Else A is equals to 123 times 4. So that's the basic program using if else conditionals and if else statement and switch statements. So that's all. Thank you.